playing second out of Benicia, California, UC Davis, number 9, Caleb Van Blake. Batting third.
Good evening, Chinook fans, and welcome to another day of playoff baseball at your Chugiak Chinooks. Are in the playoffs for the first time in team history. They are taking on first place and defending ABL champions Matsu Miners in this game 2 of this first round playoff series. The Miners defeated the Chinooks in a close one yesterday, 5-4 to take a 1-0 lead. So all the Miners have to do is win today, and they will advance to the championship round. Chinooks need to win 2 in order to advance. So as we're back here at Herman Brothers Field, the home site of the Matsu Miners, but today the Chinooks will serve as the home team, so they alternate in the playoff series. So the higher seed gets the host, but the teams flip-flop for home and away. So your Chinooks will be the home team here at Herman Brothers Field. Just want to thank you all for joining Chinook Radio. Kevin Moore here in the broadcast booth. We'll get going in about 3 minutes as you are watching the Chinooks take the field right now. I'll get into the starting lineup. So starting lineup for the visiting Matsu Miners, batting first in center field, number 24, Kona Quiddle. Batting second, number 9, the second baseman, Caleb Van Blake. Batting in third, the designated hitter, number 35, Spencer Henson. Batting in the cleanup spot, number 20, the catcher, Austin Pinarini. Batting fifth, number 39, the right fielder, Nick Brooks. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 19, Josh Hatcher. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 7, Danny Wright. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 3, Tyler Bassetti. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 2, Drew Swift, and on the mound for the Miners, number 28, Ian Churchill. As we are going to get ready for the singing of our national anthem, the coaching staff for the Miners, they are led by head coach Ben Taylor, pitching coach Jeff Erlob, and assistant coach Tyler LeBron. That's the coaching staff for the Miners. I will read Chinooks starting lineup after the playing of our national anthem.
The left fielder out of Monroe Ranch, California, and California Baptist University, number 17, Brian Pope. And batting ninth for DH out of Liberty, Ohio, and Miami University of Ohio, number 10, Andrew Almquist. Starting on the mound for the Chinooks out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and UW Milwaukee, number 24, Jared Rickitis. Please welcome the head coach of the Chinooks, Mr. John Grove, and his assistants, Chris Beck, Jordan Getzelman, and Dalton Smith. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to rise if you are able. Please remove your head cover and face the American flag that's rolling in the wind behind the center field fence as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by Kathleen Drake.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, nobles bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen, Ron Hunt is a former Major League
as we will have ceremonial first pitch here. So, starting lineup for the Chinooks. Here's the batting order. Leading things off with the right fielder, number 18, Bailey Collins. Batting second, the catcher, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton. Batting third baseman, number 20, Jordan Morton. Batting in the cleanup spot. Second baseman, number 5, Luke Vandover. Batting fifth. First baseman, number 44, Nick Kreitzer. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 11, Gregory Osuna. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 29, Michael Barker. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 17, Brian Pope. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 10, Andrew Alquist. And on the mound for your Chinooks, number 24, Jared Recklaitis. So those are the lineups for both teams. Coaching staff for the Chinooks. They are led by head coach John Grove, pitching coach Chris Beck, assistant coaches Dalton Smith and Jordan Gesselman.
And now it's time for
playoffs for both teams as we are getting ready to begin game 2 of this playoff series between your Chugiak Chinooks and the Matsu Miners. As you are taking a look at Jared Recklaitis warm up on the mound for the Chinooks. Recklaitis, who was just named a first-team ABL All-Leaguer. So congratulations to him. Also, who was named first-team All-League, Anthony Forte. He is not playing in this game due to an injury. So those were the two that were named to the first team. Second team, Chinooks are outfitter Bailey Collins, relief pitcher Andy Almquist, who was in the designated hitter spot today, and closer River Carbone. So just want to congratulate all our Chinook players who made all league selections. Chinooks dropped a close one yesterday, 5-4. Very well played game from both sides. You know, the Chinooks had a few mishaps. You know, if it would have went the other way, you know, could have been on the other side. The losing column, but unfortunately we took the loss. The bats were definitely jumping out yesterday. 4 total home runs between both teams. Jordan Wharton got things started with a 2-run home run in the first. Then Kona Quibble answered back with a 2-run home run. And Nick Kreitzer got a solo home run. Nick Brooks got a solo home run. So, a lot of hits, 21 combined. So we'll see if we'll have a similar outing today as the wind is blowing towards right field. So we'll see if the ball jumps out today as Kona Quibble, who was also a all-league first-teamer, lead things off for the Miners. So he'll swing on that first pitch. He'll pop this one up to left field. Brian Pope giving chase, and he will not get to that one as that lands for strike number 1. During the regular season, Recklaitis made 10 starts for the Chinooks. He had a 2-3 record, ERA of 2.67. He pitched in 60.2 thirds, which led the team, striking out 53, walking 15, and giving up 47 hits. He gets ready for the 0-1. And that pitch will miss inside to Quibble, saving the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Recklaitis has been one of our best starters for the Chinooks this season, as that pitch catches the outside corner. The count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Quibble. In yesterday's contest, Quibble was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. As I mentioned, he had that 2-run home run. As he fouls that 2-2 pitch off. The count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Quibble stands 6'2", 205 from the left side. He bats and throws left-handed. And Recklaitis stands 6'4", 215 out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. He attends University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. As Quibble hits this one, and that is a foul ball. Quibble battling up there in this at-bat. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Quiggle steps back in the batter's box as Rick Lightis gets ready, working from the windup. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Quiggle did not go on that off speed. The count will now run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. So here's 3-2 pitch to Quiggle. And he'll hit this one to the right side. That will get into right field for the first hit of the game as Quiggle continues to swing a good bat for the Miners. As he is on first with the single, and that will now bring up the second baseman, number 9, Caleb Van Blake. Van Blake out of California, he attends UC Davis. He was also 2 for 4 in yesterday's contest with the run scored. As he'll swing on that first pitch, pop it up to left field. Brian Pope running over, and he'll make the catch and left for the first out of the inning. Pope, who's a pitcher on our team, he has stepped up. He is in left field. We have Michael Barker, another pitcher. He's in right field today. He was in left field yesterday. We are down to 6 position players, so our pitchers have had to step up late in the season. Definitely give tip of the cap to them for doing so. So we have 1 out. That will now bring up the designated hitter, number 35, Spencer Henson. Henson was 1 for 4 yesterday with the run scored. As Rick Lightis working from the stretch comes set. And here's the first pitch. That fastball catches the inside corner for strike number 1. Henson out of Locust Grove, Oklahoma. He attends Oral Roberts University. So take a look at the 0-1 pitch. Nice curveball from Rick Lightis, but that misses upstairs to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So here's the 1-1 from Rick Lightis. And Henson will hit this slow tapper to third. Rick Lightis will not be able to make the throw. The throw will not be in time as Henson beats that out. It was a very tough play for Rick Lightis coming off the mound. So Henson is on with the hit.
Your catcher, number 20,
so that will put runners on first and second with 1 out for the Miners. That will now bring up the catcher, number 20, Austin Pinarini. Miners with the same batting lineup from yesterday. As Pinarini hits this one into right field, this will bring the bases loaded. So Miners out to 3 hits here in the top of the first. They have now loaded the bases with 1 out. So will now bring up the right fielder, Nick Brooks. Brooks yesterday hit a opposite field home run that got out of here in a hurry. Hit the scoreboard there in right center. So he comes up in a big spot for the Miners as they can take the lead for the first time in today's game. The first pitch to Brooks is a ball that misses low from Rick Lightis. So Quiggle on third, Henson on second, and Pinarini is on first base for the Miners. There's the 1-0 pitch. That will miss inside. The count will run to 2 balls and no strikes. Clyde comes set after getting the sign from the catcher Fullerton, and here's the 2-0. As Brooks will hit this one to the left side past the shortstop, and this will bring in a nice throw there from Pope in left field as Henson is called out as he tried to score from second with a nice hose from the left fielder Brian Pope. But Quiggle does come across the plate to score, so that will be 2 outs. As Brooks is on with the RBI single, and runners are now on first and second with 2 outs for the Miners. As I will now bring up the first baseman, number 19, Josh Hatcher. A real nice throw there from the pitcher, Brian Pope, who was in left field, as Hatcher hits this first pitch foul to the right side. So the Miners jump out to a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning. And that 0-1 pitch will miss outside to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hatcher will foul that one off. So count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hatcher, who attended Mississippi State University, he was a member of that of that team who made it to the national championship, but ended up losing to Oregon State. So he gets ready for the 1-2 pitch. And Hatcher swings and misses on that one for strike number 3, and that will end the top of the first. So the Miners get 4 hits and score 1 run as they leave 2 men stranded as we head to the bottom of the first inning. The Chinooks trail the Miners 1-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Chinook Radio as we're here at Herman Brothers Field. Chinooks trail the Miners 1-0 in this second game of playoff series. best of 3. If the Miners win today, they advance to the championship round. So the Chinooks are now up to bat. Leading things off will be the right fielder, number 18, Bailey Collins. Collins, who was 2 for 3 yesterday with 2 runs scored, as he watches that strike on the outside corner from pitcher Ian Churchill, who was named a first-team All-Leaguer. Churchill gets ready for the 0-1. That 0-1 off-speed drops in for strike number 2. Churchill quickly is ahead 0-2. Churchill out of Santa Barbara, California. He attends Santa Barbara Community College. And Collins will foul that 0-2 pitch off. The count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Churchill stands 6'2", 185 from the left side. On the regular season, he had a record of 7-0, ERA of 1.54. He made 9 appearances, 5 starts through 40.2 innings, struck out 44, walked 9, and gave up 22 hits. So he had an impressive season for the Miners. Definitely deserves all league honors. So here's the 1-2 pitch, and Collins will chase that one upstairs, and that will be strike number 3. That will be the first out of the inning. As that one, I'll bring up the catcher, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton. Fullerton, the native of Searcy, Arkansas. Yesterday, he was 0 for 3, so he was hitless as he swings and misses on that fastball from Churchill for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 from Churchill. Fullerton is late on that fastball. He fouled that off to the left side for strike number 2. He is down 0-2. Fullerton will attend University of Alabama, Birmingham in the fall. He'll be transferring there from Wabash Valley. As that 0-2 pitch just misses on the outside corner. The count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The rain has held off today. It's raining all day today. It's good to see that the rain has held off. As Fullerton popped this one up behind the plate, Pinarini, the catcher, will be there to make the catch, and that will be out number 2. So we have 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the first. As that will now bring up third baseman number 20, Jordan Wharton.
Third baseman number 20, Jordan Wharton.
Wharton, who was 2 for 4 yesterday, 2 RBIs and a run scored. He had that 2-run home run in the top of the first inning as he watches that miss upstairs from Churchill for ball number 1. And that fastball misses inside. This count will run to 2 balls and no strikes to the third baseman from Akron, Ohio. Wharton, who got off to a really hot start at the beginning of the season, but cooled off as the season progressed. So he'll watch that one miss. The count will now run to 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the 3-0 to Wharton. And Churchill will miss on 4 straight pitches after retiring the first 2 batters. So Wharton is on with a 2-out walk for the Chinooks. That will now bring up second baseman number 5, Luke Vandover. Vandover, who was held hitless in yesterday's game, he went 0 for 4 with the strikeout. So gets ready for the first pitch from Churchill. And he'll pop that one out of play for strike number 1. A nice curveball there from Churchill that catches the outside corner for strike number 2. Here's the 0-2 from Churchill. And Vandover will pop this one up into shallow right. This is in foul ground territory as Van Blake made some nice diving catch. A sliding catch there in foul ground territory to end the inning for the Miners. So the Chinooks, no runs, no hits. They leave a runner on first base. So as we head into the second, Miners have a 1-0 lead over the Chinooks. Welcome back, Chinook fans. Kevin Moore here in the broadcast booth as we are in the top of the second inning as the Miners have a 1-0 lead over the Chinooks. In this second game of playoff series, Miners, who took game 1 5-4, they need just one win to advance to the championship round. As number 7, Danny Wright, the left hitter, will lead things off for the Miners. He watches that strike from Brett Clyde catching outside corner. So here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss low to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wright yesterday was 0 for 3. So he was held hitless as he watches that 1-1 breaking pitch miss inside. So he is ahead 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that fastball will miss outside. The count will run to 3 balls and 1 strike. Wright. From Missouri, it's in southeastern Missouri State. So he'll hit that one to first base. Kreitzer is there. So he'll make the play himself for the first out of the inning.
And batting, your third baseman, number 3, Tyler Bassetti.
So that will now bring up the third baseman, number 3, Tyler Bassetti. Bassetti from California. He attends the University of Nevada. So you watch that fastball on the outside corner for strike number 1. Yesterday, Bassetti was also held hitless. He was off for 4 with 2 strikeouts. As that curveball kind of gets away from Merklitis. Misses right over the head of Bassetti as he ducks to get out of the way. The count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bassetti will foul out 1 back. The count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one is swung on and hit right to Wharton at third base.
Your shortstop, number 2,
As he will make the play.
Swift.
And that will be the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down for the Miners. As Drew Swift hits that first one. And Wharton is able to stop it, but the throw will not be in time as Swift is on with the single. That will be the 5th hit of the game for the Miners as Drew Swift is on for the 2-out single. So that will bring up the top of the lineup as Kona Quiggle, the center fielder, will step up. With 2 outs, he is 1 for 1 today. He singled in his first at bat. Quiggle watches that one miss for a ball. Rick Gladys throws over to first base. Swift is back safely. Swift, who was named a Gold Glove winner in the ABL at shortstop. Rick Gladys throws back over to first. Swift will dive back safely. So Quiggle will watch Rick Gladys throw back over to first base. Just keeping Swift honest over there. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. Miners have a runner on first base. Rick Gladys working from the stretch. He comes set. And here's the pitch. Quiggle does go on that one for a strike. And that will even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Another throw to first base by Rick Gladys. Swift will get back safely. Swift is off, and this ball is hammered to center field. Collins running back, and he'll be there to make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So after the top of the second, the Miners get 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and leave a runner on base as we enter the bottom half of the second. Miners still with that 1-0 lead over the Chinooks. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Kevin Moore here as we are in the bottom of the second as the Miners are up 1-0 to the Chinooks. And Nick Kreitzer, the first baseman, will lead things off. Kreitzer had a big game at the plate yesterday for the Chinooks. He'll watch for a ball from Churchill. As Kreitzer gets ready for the 1-0 pitch, he'll hit this one to right field. This will just be a foul ball. Count will even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kreitzer scored yesterday with the RBI and a run scored. He had a solo shot as well in yesterday's contest.
Because your lights are on. Red Blazer, JCM 838. Your lights are on.
So we have a 1 ball, 1 strike on Kreitzer So watch that fastball. Catch the outside corner for strike number 2. Preacher out of Westminster, Colorado. He attends Arkansas Pine Bluff University. He's ready for the 1-2 pitch, and they'll chase that off speed for strike number 3. And that will be the second strikeout of the game for Churchill. First out of the inning. So that will now bring up the shortstop, number 11, Gregory Osuna. Osuna, who was 1 for 4 yesterday with a strikeout. A native out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. So he'll step up to the plate with 1 out. He shows bunt. He makes an attempt but misses for strike number 1. Osuna attends Wayland Baptist University in Waco, Texas. And he'll swing and miss on that off speed. So he'll quickly be down. No balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2 pitch. That will miss outside. Count will run 1 ball and 2 strikes. A pretty chilly day here in Alaska. We have the wind blowing out as Osuna fouls that one off. Count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Temperatures are in the high 50s. And Osuna will swing and miss for the second out of the game. Excuse me, of the inning. That is back-to-back strikeouts from Churchill with 2 outs already. That will now bring up the right fielder, number 29, Michael Barker. Barker, who had a good game at the plate yesterday. Even though he is a pitcher, he had 2 hits and 4 at-bats. So you'll watch that pitch miss for a ball. Barker watch that one miss upstairs. Count runs 2 balls and no strikes. Barker is from Ridgecrest, California. He attends Vanguard University. He stands 6 foot 215 from the left side. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and Churchill misses. So that's 3 straight misses from Churchill. Here's a 3-0 pitch. And that will catch the outside corner. Looked a little outside from the broadcast booth up here. But the count will now run the 3 balls on 1 strike. And here's the 3-1 pitch. And Barker will foul that one out of play. So Churchill has battled back here, starting 3-0. It is now a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes to the right fielder. And here's the 3-2 pitch. And he gets Barker for strike number 3. And Churchill strikes out the side in the bottom of the second as the Chinooks go down 1-2-3. And we head into the top of the third. The Miners have a 1-0 lead over the Chinooks. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are now in the top of the third inning as the Miners have a 1-0 lead over the Chinooks. The Miners are back up at the plate as Caleb Van Blake, the second baseman, will lead things off. Van Blake flew out to left field in his first at bat. As Reclitus is back on the mound, he bounces that one in for a ball. So on the count to 1 ball and no strikes. Due up for the Miners in this inning will be Van Blake, Henson, and Pinarini. So Van Blake gets ready for the 1-0 pitch, and that fastball catches the inside corner to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Reclitus with the 1-1 pitch. That off speed will miss low. And inside to run the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. As you guys are taking a look at the first ever Chinook baseball team to make it to the ABL Playoffs. As Blake will watch that catch the outside corner. Count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Miners, who are sporting the camo tops with the white bottoms, as the Chinooks are sporting the red top, gray pants, red and blue caps. So here's the 2-2 pitch. And Reclitus gets Van Blake to swing and miss on that fastball for the first out of the inning, and that is the first strikeout of the game for Reclitus. So with 1 out in the top of the third, that will bring up the designated hitter, number 35, Spencer Henson. Henson, who was 1 for 1 today, he singled his first at bat. Henson was named a second-team All-Leaguer for the Miners at first base. So he gets ready to step into the batter's box. Infield playing normal depth as well as the outfield. So he'll watch that curveball on the outside corner for a strike. Looks like the home plate umpire has a wide zone there, especially on the outside corner. That ball appeared to miss off the plate, but umpire has been consistent with the outside pitch call. So that one will miss low. It's even to count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Henson hits this one to right field. This ball is carrying as it will hit the wall, but it will be a foul ball. That will be a long strike for the designated hitter. Count 1 to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just want to take the time out to thank those who are tuning in. Give a special shout out to one of my friends back home in Michigan, Misha, for tuning in today. Just definitely appreciate her listening and supporting. Also, just want to thank everyone who has been supporting the Chinooks this whole season and listening to the live broadcasts. So here's the 1-2 pitch to Henson, and he'll just foul that one off to stay alive. The count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2 pitch, another foul ball from Henson. As he hits that one to the third base side. So we'll have another 1 ball and 2 strike count. So Henson takes his time getting back into the batter's box. So Reclitus gets ready for the 1-2 pitch. And that will miss just outside to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Henson does not bite on that 2-2 off speed. As the count will now run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And another foul ball from Henson as he is battling in this at bat. As Reclitus is not giving in either. So we are in the top of the third inning. We have 1 out. Henson, the batter on deck for the Miners, is the catcher, Austin Pinarini. So here's the 3-2 pitch. And Henson hits this one to third base, and that will get under the glove of the third baseman, Wharton. And that will put Henson on. And that will now bring up catcher Austin Pinarini. So that is the second hit of the game for Henson. A 6-hit total for the Miners. So Pinarini, who has a single in this game, will step up with 1 out. And he'll hit that one to the right side. That gets past the diving second baseman as Vandover cannot come up with that one. So back-to-back hits for the Miners with 1 out. Runners on first and third. That will now bring up Nick Brooks, who also was 1-for-1 with a single. So the bats have certainly come alive for the Miners. They're picking up where they left off. Already now there's 7 hits in the ball game. We're in the third inning. Brooks steps up in an RBI situation with Henson on third. So here's the first pitch, and that curveball will miss inside. Count run 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That fastball catch the outside corner. Just count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So here's the 1-1 pitch that will miss down. It's count on 2 balls and 1 strike. So far in the playoffs, Brooks is 2 for 5. He has a home run. He's ahead in the count at 2-1. So here's the pitch. He'll hit that one foul to the third base side. This will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chinook fans have come out today to support their Chinooks in the playoffs. We had a good showing yesterday. Looks like we have another good showing today. Some Miners fans have come out as well to support their team. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a nice eye there from Brooks. The count will now run full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Clyde throws over to first. Pinarini will dive back safely. Here's a 3-2 pitch. And that will miss low for a walk. And that will load the bases for the Miners in the top of the third with 1 out. First walk of the game for McLightis. So that will bring up first baseman number 19, Josh Hatcher. Hatcher is 0 for 1 today.
Come on, Miners, fans, make some noise!
Here's the first pitch to Hatcher. He'll watch that one miss outside for a ball. Count will run 1 ball and no strikes. So McLightis trying to get himself out of this jam. He has the bases loaded with 1 out. Hopefully he can throw a ground ball. Chinooks can turn a double play as Hatcher swings and misses on that pitch for a strike. Count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Another swing and miss from Hatcher. Cladis is now ahead at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one will miss inside. That will actually hit Hatcher. So he will limp to first base. This will bring in Henson. So the Miners now lead 2-0 as the bases are loaded with 1 out.
Right.
That will now bring up the left fielder, Danny Wright. And this will set up a mound visit from pitching coach Chris Beck. So he'll have a word with his pitcher, Cladis. Wright today is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the first baseman in his first at bat.
Thanks to Alaska State Fair, our postseason sponsor. Just let you know the program provides for today a fair family fun pack.
Trailing here in a must-win game.
Or senior tickets.
If they win, they will force a game 3 tomorrow.
Big value. So get your
Back here at
program, or if you already have
Brothers.
one,
If they
back
lose,
there,
then
get yourself some more
season
chances to win.
will be over, and the Miners will advance to the championship series. Miners already out to a 2-0 lead. They have 2 runs on 7 hits. Chinooks
Number 7.
are
Danny Wright.
held hitless so far. So they have no runs. Wright hits that one. A nice stop there from Osuna. As all the runners are safe. So bring in another run as Pinarini scores. So Osuna did all that he can do in stopping that ball from getting to the outfield. As it looks like Nick Brooks may have hurt himself headed to third base there. Not sure what happened.
Now batting, your third baseman, number 3.
So the Miners now have a 3-0 lead on that single from Danny Wright. But he now have 8 hits on the game. So that will now bring up third baseman Tyler Bassetti. Bassetti is 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to the third baseman in his first at bat. Still have 1 out. Bases are loaded. Here's the first pitch to Bassetti. He'll watch that one miss upstairs for a ball. Cladis comes set, and here's the pitch. That fastball is in there for a strike as the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And we have some action going on in the Chinook bullpen. Looks like lefty Anthony Bassetta is warming up for the Chinooks. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Bassetti will foul that off. Just count 1 ball and 2 strikes. So here's the 1-2 pitch. And Cladis gets Bassetti to swing and miss on that pitch for the second out of the inning. That is second strikeout of the game for Cladis. So we now have 2 outs. Base is still loaded. That will now bring up the shortstop, Drew Swift.
Now batting, your shortstop, number 2, Drew Swift.
Swift, who singled in his first at bat. See if he can add some more insurance runs for the Miners. Actually, you'll watch that one miss up and inside for a ball. Here's the 1-0 from Cladis, and that one will be hit to the shortstop, Osuna. That throw will get away from the first baseman as Chrysler did not have a chance on that play. This will bring in 2 runs as Brooks and Hatcher come across the plate. on that. He's 6. So Miners now have a 5-0 lead as they are breaking this game open.
Now
So that will not put runners on first and third.
Kona Quiggle.
This will bring up the top of the lineup as Kona Quiggle will now step up to the plate. Quiggle today is 1 for 2. He has a single and a flyout. He gets ready for the first pitch. He'll hit this one to left field. Pope will be there to make the catch, and that will be the final out of the inning. So the Miners get 4 runs in the top of the third to take a 5-0 lead over the Chinooks. As we head to the bottom half, the Chinooks will be up to bat. They'll try to get some runs on the scoreboard. So thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio.
Bottom of the third, left fielder number
We
17,
are
Brian Pope.
back here at Herman Brothers Field in the bottom of the third as the Chinooks are up to bat. Leading things off will be a left fielder, number 17, Brian Pope. This is Pope's first at bat of the whole season. So he'll foul that 0-1 pitch from Churchill off. This count will run to no balls and 2 strikes. Due up for the Chinooks will be Pope, Almquist in the top of the lineup, and Collins. As Pope will watch that one on the inside corner. So Churchill gets Pope out on 3 pitches. And that is his 5th strikeout of the game. So will now bring up the designated hitter, number 10, Andrew Almquist. Churchill will miss a live pitch for a ball. This count will run 1 ball and no strikes. Almquist will watch that one miss upstairs. The count will run to 2 balls and no strikes. Almquist out of Liberty, Ohio. He attended Miami University of Ohio. So a swing and miss on that fastball for the first strike of the at-bat. Another swing and a miss from Almquist. Count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Almquist was named the second-team All-Leaguer as a relief pitcher. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He'll swing and miss on that one for strike number 3. As Churchill has struck out the last 5 Chinook batters that he's faced. This will now bring up the top of the lineup, center fielder number 18, Bailey Collins. With 2 outs, he struck out in his first at bat. As that pitch will miss upstairs for a ball. Collins will pop this one up into right field. Brooks will be there to make the catch, and that will be out number 3.
No run, no hit, no errors.
So the Chinooks go down 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. As we head to the top of the 4th. Miners out to a 5-0 lead over the Chinooks. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Miners out to a 5-0 lead over the Chinooks. Had the second baseman, Caleb Van Blake, will lead things off for the Miners. Van Blake today is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to left field. Reclitus is back on the mound. Van Blake turns on that first pitch. So he'll foul that one off for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 from Reclitus. Van Blake shows bunt. That one will miss inside. Even a count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Miners who put on 1 run in the top of the 1st and 3 in the top of the 3rd to take a 5-0 lead. They have 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Chinooks, no runs, no hits, 1 error. As Reclitus misses low. That one gets away from Fullerton. Count 1, 2 balls and no strikes. And that pitcher swung on and hit to Vandover at second. He will be there to make the play. And that will be the first out of the inning. That will now bring up designated hitter Spencer Henson. Henson today is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. He'll come up with 1 out, nobody on base. So here's the first pitch to Henson. That pitch will miss just outside. I think Reclitus agreed with that call. So he'll take a walk behind the mound and come back and get set. And here's the 1-0 pitch. And a nice off-speed pitch to Henson. Was out in front of that one. Swings and misses for the first strike. The count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So here's the 1-1 pitch to Henson. And that will miss low and in the dirt. Count 1 and 2 balls and 1 strike. The Oilers and Bucks, they are in action today as well. Their game just started not too long ago at 7. As Henson hits this one past Wharton at third, and that would be the 3rd hit of the game for Henson. He continues to stay hot for the Miners. He is 3 for 3 today. That will now bring up the catcher, Austin Pinarini.
Good catcher, number 20, Austin Pinarini.
Pinarini today is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. As the Miners now have 9 hits as a team. So they have 19 hits total between game 1 and game 2 today. So Pinarini will get ready for the first pitch. And he'll watch that one miss upstairs for a ball. Glad working from the stretch. He comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Pinarini turns on that one. That would be a foul ball. Even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck for the Miners is the right fielder, Nick Brooks. He is 1 for 1 today with the walk. So here's the 1-1 pitch. Pinarini will pop this one up in the infield. Wharton, the third baseman, calling for it, and he'll make the catch for outs number 2. So Pinarini is retired for the first time today. That was the second out. That will now bring up the right fielder, number 39, Nick Brooks. Brooks was last year's ABL Home Run Derby champion. So he had a home run. He had a solo shot in yesterday's contest. So watch that breaking pitch drop in for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Brooks swings and misses for strike number 2. He is quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. So Reglitis, who was 1 strike away from getting out of this inning, as Brooks does not chase that one in dirt, so the count will run 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2 pitch. As Reglitis gets Brooks to swing and miss on that curveball for strike number 3. And that will end the top of the 4th. So the Miners get 1 hit, leave 1 runner on. As we head into the bottom of the 4th, Miners 5, Chinooks 0. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Kevin Moore here. If you are just now tuning in, we are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Chinooks trail the Miners 5-0 in a must-win game for the Chinooks. If they win, they'll force a game 3 of this playoff series. J. Paul Fullerton, the catcher, will lead things off. He is 0 for 1 today. He flew out in foul ground territory to the catcher in his first at bat. As Churchill is back on the mound as Fullerton chases that fastball upstairs. He is quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. Churchill has retired the last 10 Chinook batters. Excuse me, he's retired the last 7, I apologize, as the Chinooks have yet to get a hit so far in this game. So here's the pitch to Fullerton, and he'll foul that one off. The count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The only runner to reach base for the Chinooks was Jordan Wharton. He walked in his first at bat. He would be due up third this at bat as Churchill misses outside to even a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Fullerton, and he'll hit this one to the shortstop, Swift, who makes the catch, and that will be the first out
Now batting, third base number 20, Jordan Wharton.
of the inning. So that will now bring up the third base, Jordan Wharton. So Wharton will take a look at the first pitch, and that curveball will just miss upstairs from Churchill for ball number 1. Wharton will watch that one miss upstairs. Count will run 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and Wharton fouls that one back for a strike. So the count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Wharton sporting stirrups there. And the 2-1 pitch, he'll be late on that fastball as he misses strike number 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Churchill. Good eye there from Wharton as he watches that miss low and inside. We have a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And Wharton did not go on that pitch, so he is on with his second walk of the day. And both walks from Churchill have been to Wharton.
Second baseman number 5, Luke Vandover.
So that will put a Chinook on first base with 1 out. That will now bring up the second baseman, number 5, Luke Vandover. Vandover flew out to the second baseman in his first at bat. So he'll watch that pitch miss upstairs for a ball. This will draw Pinarini out to the mound to have a word with Churchill. Churchill at one point earlier in the game struck out 5 Chinook batters in a row. So he has a total of 6 strikeouts in the game so far. As Vandover swings and misses on that fastball for the first strike, that will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Churchill takes a look at Wharton at first. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Vandover fouls that one back. So the count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2 pitch as Vandover will pop this one up. This will get out of play. The count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. That 1-2 pitch will miss for a ball. Count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the second baseman. So here's a 2-2 pitch. And Vandover with another foul ball as he's battling in this at bat. That's Churchill, who has thrown a total of 59 pitches so far. So get ready for pitch number 60. Vandover will swing and miss. That pitch for strike number 3. That would be the second out.
First baseman, number 4, Nick Kreutzer.
Now strikeout number 7 for Churchill as first baseman Nick Kreutzer will come up with 2 outs and 1 man on base. Kreutzer struck out in his first at bat. So he'll take a look at the first pitch from Churchill, and he'll swing and miss for strike number 1. And Wharton is picked off there at first as they will get him out at second base as Churchill picks him off. So that will be the 3rd out. That will end the inning.
No hits, no errors. And the end of 4-4.
Chinooks get no runs, no hits.
5-0.
Leave
Favor the Miners.
1 runner on. We get into the 5th. The Miners have a 5-0 lead over the Chinooks. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are now in the top of the 5th inning. Miners out to a 5-0 lead. Have a new pitcher on the mound for the Chinooks as Anthony Bassetta will now take over as Rick Lightis' day is done. Bassetta out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He is from Shasta College. He'll be attending Jackson State University in the fall. He stands 5'10", 170 from the left side. The regular season, he had a record of 1-5, an ERA of 9.12. He made 8 starts, throwing 24 and 2/3 innings, striking out 25, walking 16, and giving up 39 hits for the Chinooks. As he will face Josh Hatcher, the first baseman, who was 0 for 1. Hatcher was hit by a pitch in his last at bat, so he leads things off for the Miners. As Bassetta will miss upstairs on that pitch. Count will run to full, and Hatcher will hit this one into right field. So that would be the first hit of the game for Hatcher. The 10th hit for the Miners, so they get the leadoff man on. This will now bring up left fielder number 7, Danny Wright, who is 1 for 2 today. All right, we'll foul that first pitch out of play for strike number 1. The center throws over to first base. Hatcher will get back safely. And that 0-1 pitch will miss low. It's count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a 1-1. Not a fastball. Catch the outside corner. Good pitch there from Becerra. See if ahead at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Becerra comes set for the 1-2 pitch. And Wright will hit this one to first base. Hatcher will step on the bag at first, but he will not have a play at second. So Wright is out on the fielder's choice. Hatcher will advance to second with 1 out. And that will now bring up third baseman Tyler Bassetti.
Third baseman number 3, Tyler Bassetti.
Bassetti today is 0 for 2. He had a strikeout and a ground out. Bassetti, the RBI situation as Hatcher is on second base. He is ready for the first pitch, and he'll foul that one straight back for a strike. Miners already reaching their total number of hits from yesterday's game. They have 10 already. As Bassetti will hit this one in the center. This will drop in as Collins cannot get to it. Bassetti is on with this first hit of the game. That is the 11th hit for the Miners, and we are only in the 5th inning. So that will put runners on first and third with 1 out.
Now batting your shortstop.
That will now bring up the shortstop,
Drew
Swift. Swift today is 1 for 2. He singled in his first bat and reached on an error in his last at bat. So let's see if Swift can add to the Miners' lead. So he'll watch that fastball in there for a strike. Becerra comes set for the 0-1 pitch, and Swift will hit this one to second. Vandover will step on the base and make the throw to first, and that will be a 4-3 double play to get the Chinooks out of the inning.
No runs on 2 hits. No
So the
errors.
Miners get 2 hits, no runs, no errors. And as we head into the top,
Miners 5.
the bottom of the 5th inning,
0.
the Miners lead 5-0. We are back in the bottom of the fifth inning. Chinooks still trail the Miners 5-0 as Nick Kreitzer will lead things off against Ian Churchill, who starts him off with a strike on the outside corner. Kreitzer today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So he'll pop this one up. This will get out of play for the second strike. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that will miss low for ball number 1. So Churchill will get ready for the 1-2 pitch, and Kreitzer foul that one straight back.
You already woke up the beer shack people.
So the count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes to the first baseman. And the 1-2 pitch, and Kreitzer out in front of that off speed as he swings and misses. That's his second strikeout of the day. The 8th strikeout for Churchill. So that is the first out of the inning.
Shortstop
I will now bring up the
Gregory
shortstop,
Osuna.
number 11, Gregory Osuna. Osuna also is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Osuna will chase that off speed for the first strike. Churchill has been dealing so far in today's game. And that fastball is right down the middle. As Osuna cannot pull the trigger, he is quickly down 0 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2 from Churchill. And that one will miss and get past the catcher for a ball. Count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So here's the 1-2 pitch from Churchill. Osuna does not chase that one. That will miss upstairs to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Osuna will foul that one off to the first base side. So the count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Chinooks are trying to get some runs together here. They have been held scoreless through 5 innings. So Osuna hits this one to left field. This ball is carrying, and this will get over the left fielder's head. And one bounce defense as Osuna is on with the first hit of the game. He has a 1-out double for the Chinooks.
Right fielder number 29, Michael Barber.
So that will now bring up the right fielder, number 29, Michael Barker. Good piece of hitting there from Osuna. He was able to get that one over the head of left fielder Danny Wright. So Barker comes up to the plate, runner on second base with 1 out. He struck out in his first at bat. That pitch is in there for a strike. Here's 0-1 pitch. Barker is late on that one. He'll foul that one out of play. Now we're 1 to 0 balls and 2 strikes. Barker will watch that pitch miss. Count will run 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that will miss. inside to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the batter, Michael Barker. So we had Gregory Osuna on second. He reached on a double. Barker gets ready for the 2-2 pitch, and he'll hit this one to the first baseman. Hatcher will be there to step on it himself, and that will be the second out as Osuna advances to third base. So Barker is out. He is 0 for 2 today. And with 2 outs, that will bring up the left fielder, number 17, Brian Pope. Pope today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Pope, who is from Ladero Ranch, California. He attends California Baptist University. So he gets ready to step into the batter's box. Here's the first pitch. That will miss up and in for ball number 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That fastball also missed upstairs from Churchill. Churchill is falling behind here. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Pope. He'll swing and miss on that fastball for strike number 1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That fastball misses upstairs, so Churchill has been struggling in this at-bat. All of his balls have missed upstairs. Let's see if he can make an adjustment on the mound. So he gets ready for the 3-1 pitch. And another swing and miss from Pope. Count runs 4 to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that will miss inside. Nice side there from Pope as he draws a 2-out walk. So Pope is on first. I'll put runners on first and third. So I will now bring up the designated hitter number 10, Andrew Almquist. And this will draw a visit from pitching coach Jeff Urlaub.
I've got some red ticket winners to announce. Red ticket winners, first winner, 268.
Score update and the other playoff game between the Oilers and the Bucks.
Second winner, 268, 590.
We have a tied ball game in the top of the second at 2 apiece. The Bucks with 2 runs on 2 hits. Oilers with 2 runs on 4 hits. And that game, too, as the Bucks have a 1-0 lead. Bucks defeated the Oilers yesterday in 12 innings. They won 1-0. That was a very close game between both teams. So as Urlaub heads back to the dugout, Andrew Almquist gets ready to step into the batter's box. He is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. That pitch will miss outside for a ball. Churchill with the 1-0 pitch. Another fastball that misses upstairs. Counting 1 to 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Almquist swings and misses on that fastball. Counting 1 to 2 balls and 1 strike. We have Osuna on third base, Pope on first with 2 outs. And another swing and miss from Almquist. As he is now down. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2 pitch. That will miss upstairs. So we're on a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Pope will be on the move at first base with 2 outs. Here's the 3-2 pitch. So fouls that one back.
Hey. We're still away.
So we'll have another 3-2 pitch. And here's the pitch. And that will miss upstairs. Churchill has now walked back-to-back batters. And the bases are now loaded for the top of the order as Bailey Collins, who is 0 for 2, will come up to the plate.
Center fielder number 18, Bailey Collins.
It looks like we'll have some action in the minors bullpen. Chinook fans are cheering here. Chinooks now have an opportunity to get some runs on the board here for the first time. And Collins is late on that fastball. He fouls that one off for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Collins there, a hesitant swing as he misses for strike number 2. Churchill shakes off Pinarino, the catcher, as he comes set to get ready for the 0-2 pitch. And Collins fights there as he fouls that one off out of play. Count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Got time called here. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Collins checks his swing. He did not go, so that will be the first ball. Count will 1 ball and 2 strikes. So here's a 1-2 from Churchill. And Collins hits this one in the right field. This will get down, and this will bring in 1 Chinook as Osuna comes across the plate. Coach Grove holds Pope at third base, and the Chinooks have broke into this deficit. They now trail 5-1 on that RBI 2-out single from Collins. That's his Collins' first hit of the game. So that will now bring up the catcher number 23, J. Paul Fullerton. Fullerton serves as the tying run at the plate. It's a grand slam here will tie the ball game. So he'll get ready for the first pitch. And that pitch will miss upstairs for a ball. So Churchill, who has done a real good job up to this point, now he has struggled here in the bottom of the 5th. And that 1-0 pitch will miss for a ball. Count will run 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fullerton will watch that one in there for a strike. Count will run the 2 balls and 1 strike. Jordan Wharton will be up next should Fullerton get on base here. On a base hit, Fullerton can make this a 2-run game for the Miners. And that 2-1 pitch will miss outside. So the count will now run to 3 balls and 1 strike. Churchill has been struggling with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. As he cannot get the last out of the inning. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And a close call there. That pitch looked to be outside. Home plate umpire called it a strike. It will now have a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So runners will be on the move. The bases are loaded. It's a big pitch here from Churchill, and here's the 3-2 pitch. Fullerton fouls it off to the first base side, so we will do it all over again. The runners will head back to the base. Chinooks with 1 run on 2 hits. Miners with 5 runs on 11 hits in this game. Churchill comes set. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fullerton will hit this one into deep. Right center, Quiggle on the move, and he makes the catch right at the fence for out number 3, and that will do it. So Churchill gets out of the inning, just giving up 1 run. So as we head into the top of the 6th inning, Chinooks trail the Miners 5-1. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the top of the 6th inning. Kevin Moore here. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Miners with a 5-1 lead over the Chinooks. Miners have the top of the order due up. 1-2-3. Kona Quiggle to lead things off against Anthony Becerra. Quiggle today is 1 for 3 with a single and 2 flyouts. Gets ready for the first pitch, and he breaks his bat as he hits that one right to the shortstop. Osuna will be there to make the catch, and that is 1 out on 1 pitch. That will now bring up second baseman Caleb Van Blake. Van Blake is the only Miners who has not got a hit yet in this game. He is 0 for 3. He will look for his first hit of the ball game. As the Chinooks put on a slight shift. Osuna's playing right up at the middle, about 2 feet from the left side of second base. So they shift to the right side on the left side with the pool. So hit that one first. This will be a foul ball. This count will run the 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That will miss for a ball. So the count will run to 3 balls and 1 strike. And Van Blake will take a big swing and miss on that pitch. So the count will run 4 to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Van Blake will hit this one to the first base side. That would be a foul ball. So we'll have another 3 balls and 2 strike count. And Blake, he does go on that one. So that will be strike number 3. Van Blake is out. So he is 0 for 4 today. That would be the second out.
Designated hitter number
For Annie.
35.
So now bring up Spencer Henson, who was 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. He steps up to the plate with 2 outs. So here's the first pitch to Henson, and that pitch will miss outside from Becerra for ball number 1. The Miners have a right-hander warming up in their bullpen right now. Chinooks with some action in their bullpen as well. It looks like Cole Whitman is warming up. Set of misses on that pitch. The count will run to 2 balls and no strikes. That 2-0 pitch catch the inside corner. Henson did not agree with that call. This count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That fastball misses outside. And that will run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That will just miss on the inside corner. Henson is on with a walk. He reached in all 4 of his at-bats.
Austin
So 2 outs. That will now bring up the catcher, Austin Pinarini, who was 2 for 3. First pitch to Pinarini misses inside for a ball. And that 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pinarini today has 2 singles. He flew out to third base in his last at bat. Set up with the 1-1 pitch. That one will miss and get off the glove of the catcher Fullerton. That will be ball number 2. There's a 2-1 pitch. And Pinarini will foul that one out of play. So this count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pinarini, the catcher from Everett, Washington. He attends Gonzaga University. Here's a 2-2 pitch. He'll hit that one right back up the middle. That was a liner. Instead, I had to get out of the way of that one. So that is Pinarini's 3rd hit of the game.
Number 39.
That will now bring up the right fielder, number 39, Nick Brooks. Brooks today is 2 for 3 with the strikeout. So 3 Miners hitters have multi-hit games today. Brooks comes up to the bat with 2 out runners on first and second. Here's the first pitch. That will miss in the dirt. Nice block from J. Paul Fullerton. That first ball of the at-bat. The Miners now with 12 hits on the ball game. Setter gets the sign from Fullerton. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Brooks will foul that one off. Count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Chinooks were able to get a run at the bottom of the 5th. That was the first run of the game for the Chinooks. As Brooks takes a big swing, misses on that pitch for strike number 2. He is now down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Setter gets the sign. So he comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that will miss inside. The count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's 2-2 to Brooks. That fastball also missed inside, so we'll have a full count now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the runners on first and second will be on the move with 2 outs. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and that will miss inside. So Brooks is on with the walk, and that will now load the bases. With 2 outs. That will now bring up first baseman number 19, Josh Hatcher, who singled in his last at bat. Hatcher will watch that pitch miss inside for ball number 1, and this will draw Fullerton out to the mound to have a word with Pacetta. Chinooks were just 1 out away from getting out of this inning. So they have the bases loaded. You have Henson on third, Pinerini on second, and Brooks on first base for the Miners. As Hatcher is the batter. He is ahead 1 ball and no strikes. Pacetta working from the windup. 1-0 pitch. That is swung on and hit to the first base side. This would be a foul ball. Count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, Chinook fans, you still here? How about Miners fans, you here? I can make some noise.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Hatcher, and that off-speed will miss low in the dirt as Fullerton blocks that pitch. So count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Hatcher pops this one up in the infield. As Osuna will make the call and he'll make the catch. And that will end the inning as the Miners leave the bases loaded. They are unable to score any runs. So as we head into the bottom of the 6th, Miners still out to a 5-1 lead over the Chinooks. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio. We are back, Chinook fans. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here in this game 2 of the playoff series between the Chugiak Chinooks and the Matsu Miners. Chinooks dropped the first game yesterday in a close one, 5-4. So the Miners are 1 win away from advancing to the championship round in the 2018 ABL Playoffs. Chinooks are up to bat now as Jordan Wharton, the third baseman, will lead things off. Wharton today has 2 walks. So we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Miners. It's number 33, Noah Cordova. Will now take over. Cordova from Gilbert, Arizona. He attends Chandler Gilbert Community College. He stands 6'6", 195 from the right side. So Wharton hits this one right into left center. This will drop in for a hit. And that will be Wharton's first hit of the game. Third hit for the Chinooks as they get the leadoff man on. On the season, the regular season, Cordova had a 1-1 record, ERA at 3.48. He made 15 appearances, 1 start. He threw 20 and 2/3 innings, struck out 11, walked 10, and gave up 16 hits. As Luke Vandover is now the batter, he watches that pitch miss outside for ball number 1. Vandover today is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He'll watch that one in there for a strike to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Vandover out of Little Rock, Arkansas. He attends Harding University in Arkansas. So he'll get ready for the 1-1 pitch. That will just miss upstairs for ball number 2. Count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Vandover will hit this one to third base. Nice play from Bassetti, and they will turn to 5-4-3 double play. Nice play from Bassetti as he backhands that one. Makes the throw to second. And Van Blake threw a dart to first to get Vandover out. Just like that, we have 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. That will bring up first baseman Nick Preitzer, who was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Preitzer will get ready for the first pitch. They will pop that one out of play. This will be a foul ball for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1. That pitch will miss for a ball. Count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And that 1-1 pitch will get past the catcher, Pinarini, for ball 2. So count will run to 2-1. So here's a 2-1 pitch. That will miss outside. So the count will now run to 3 balls and 1 strike. And that 3-1 pitch is hit on to right field. This will get down. And Preitzer is on with his first hit of the game. He reaches on a 2-out single to keep the inning alive for the Chinooks. And this will bring up the shortstop, Ricky Osuna, who doubled in his last at-bat.
Now ready. Shortstop number 11, Gregory Ozuna.
Osuna will hit this one in the center field. Quiggle coming in, and that would not be a catch. As the umpire said, it hits the ground first as Quiggle dove and tried to sell that one. He did not make that catch, so that would be a 2-out single for Osuna, his second hit of the game. So that will put runners on first and second for the Chinooks with 2 outs. That will now bring up the right fielder, number 29, Michael Barker. So we'll have a mound visit from pitching coach Jeff Erlob. So the Chinooks showing some life here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. So Barker will step up to the batter's box, get ready for the first pitch. As Cordova will come set. And That fastball was in there for strike number 1. Barker today is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Barker pops that one up. A high fly ball in the center field. Quigley will be there, and it will make the catch for out number 3. That will do it for the bottom of the 6th. So Chinooks get no runs on 2 hits, leave 2 runners on. As we head to the top of the 7th inning, the Miners have a 5-1 lead over the Chinooks. Welcome back, Chinook fans. We're in the top of the 7th inning of a 5-1 game. Miners lead. As they are up to bat here as Danny Wright, the left fielder, will lead things off. He is 1 for 3 today. So we have a new pitcher on the mound. Cole Whitman now takes over. Whitman, who appeared in yesterday's game, he only threw to 1 batter, and his work was done. He was not able to get that batter out, so he comes back in. See if he can hold the Miners here and prevent them from scoring any runs. He misses on that pitch to right, as the count will now run to 2 balls and 1 strike. So it's a 2-1 to right. He'll turn on that fastball, and this will be a foul ball.
Hey, folks, there's some burgers left at $3 a pop.
So $3
burger time. Get them while they last.
So a 2-2 count on right. Whitman working from the stretch. He comes set. Here's the pitch. And Wright will foul that one out of play. Whitman, who is from Pelham, Alabama. He attends the University of Alabama, Birmingham. He stands 6'4", 210 from the left side. And a little foul ball from right as he is staying alive. The count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Whitman is ready for the 2-2 pitch. And Wright will hit this one into left field. Pope will be there, and he'll make the catch in left field for out number 1. So Wright is retired. That will bring up the third baseman, number 3, Tyler Bassetti. Bassetti is 1 for 3 today. He singled in his last at bat. Cole gets ready for the first pitch. And that pitch misses upstairs for a ball. Count 1-1 ball and no strikes. So here's the 2-0 pitch to Bassetti. And that fastball just missed inside. 3 straight misses from Whitman. It's count 1-1, 3 balls and no strikes. And Whitman walks Bassetti on 4 straight pitches, so he is on with a 1-out walk. That will bring up the number 9 hitter. Shortstop number 2, Drew Swift. Swift grounded into a 4-3 double play in his last at bat to get the minors out of the inning. Whitman with the first pitch in that one. Misses inside and backs Swift off the plate there. Whitman has now missed on 5 straight pitches. Swift today is 1 for 3. He singled in his first at bat. Swift out of Chandler, Arizona. He attends Arizona State University. Another ball there from Whitman. That's now 6 straight misses. The count runs to 2-0. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Another ball there from Whitman as he's struggling here. His count now runs 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That fastball is in there on the inside corner for a strike. His count will now run 3 balls and 1 strike to the batter Swift. Here's a 3-1 pitch. That missed low. So that'll be back-to-back walks for Whitman. Runners now on first and second at the top of the order. Now comes the bat as the center fielder, number 24, Clement Quiggle, will step up to the plate. We'll have a mound visit from pitching coach Chris Beck. Quiggle today is 1 for 4. He singled in his first at bat. Also scored a run. And it looks like we have some action in the Chinook bullpen as right-hander River Carbone is getting loose. River, the second team all ABL as a closer. Let's see if Whitman can get out of this jam here. He was able to retire the first out, but he has walked the last 2 batters. We have 1 out. Cole Quiggle, the batter.
Wiggle.
Let's see if Whitman can make an adjustment here. So we have lefty on lefty matchup. Here's the first pitch to Quiggle, and he'll watch that pitch in there for a strike. Nice off speed there for Whitman. She is now ahead 0-2. So here's the 0-2 pitch from Whitman, and another curveball is that just misses. I'm not sure where that missed. Looked like that was right there. The umpire called that a ball, so that will now run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Quiggle swings and misses on that fastball for out number 2. So Whitman gets the strikeout. That is the first strikeout for Quiggle. So that will now bring up second baseman number 9, Caleb Van Blake, who is 0 for 4 today with 2 strikeouts. And Blake will hit this one to Vandover at second. He will make the throw, and that will do it for the top of the 7th. So the Miners leave 2 runners stranded. As we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning, the Chinooks will try to add some more runs on the scoreboard as they trail the Miners 5-1. We are back. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Kevin Moore here as we are in the bottom of the 7th inning. Miners with a 5-1 lead over the Chinooks. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Miners, number 32, Malachi Emin. He's now on the mound. Emin from Coventry, Connecticut. He attends New Mexico University. He stands 6'3", 215 from the right side. In the regular season, he had a record of 0-0, an ERA of 1.89. He made 16 appearances out of the bullpen through 19 innings, struck out 33, walked 11, and gave up 12 hits. So he'll start things off against the left fielder, Brian Pope. Pope today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk, so he will lead things off. Here's the pitch from Emin, and that 0-1 curveball is in there for strike number 2. Emin quickly had no balls and 2 strikes. Emin working from the stretch here. It's already ahead. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That will miss high and outside. The count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Pope. Have Pope, Almquist, and Collins due up for the Chinooks here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that off speed is in there on the inside corner. And Pope is out on strikes as he will be the first out of the inning. That is his second strikeout of the day. That will now bring up designated hitter number 10, Andrew Almquist. Almquist today is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Here's the first pitch. And Emin has been utilizing that curveball so far. That is in for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Almquist hits this one to second base. Van Blake there to make the play, and that will be out to number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Chinooks in the bottom of the 7th. And with 2 outs, that will now bring up the top of the lineup. The center fielder, number 18, Bailey Collins. It's now back. Collins, 1 for 3 today, a single in the RBI. He's ready for the first pitch from Emin, and that fastball catches the outside corner for strike number 1. Score update: the Anchorage Bucks have a 5-2 lead over the Peninsula Miners. They are in the 4th inning as Collins shows bunt but pulls it back. That pitch is in there for a strike, so he was quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. The Bucks win that game, they will advance to the championship round. That 0-2 pitch from Emin misses low. Count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Emin comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that curveball just misses on the outside corner. Swift over there running back to short. He was on his way to the Miners dugout. He thought that was strike number 3. Count will even up here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's a 2-2 pitch. And Collins swings and misses as Emin throws a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the 7th. So as we head into the top of the 8th, the Miners have a 5-1 lead over the Chinooks.
And at the end of 7, full
Welcome back, Chinook fans. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Chinooks trail the Miners 5-1 in this game 2 of the ABL Playoffs. Chinooks needing to win this game to force a game 3 tomorrow, but they are trailing the Miners here. As Miners are no back. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Chinooks. His number 50, River Carbone, will now take over. Carbone, out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania, he attends Arizona Christian University. He stands 6'7", 235 from the right side. As I mentioned earlier, he was named second team All ABL as a closer, so he'll come in and face Spencer Hinton, who was 3 for 3 today with 3 singles and a walk. As Carbone misses low with ball number 1. We have Henson, Pennery, and Brooks due up for the Miners. That fastball in there for a strike. Now we even count at 1 ball, 1 strike to Henson. Henson was a Triple Crown winner at Oral Roberts University, a member of the Summit League. He's ready for the 1-1 pitch. That curveball is in there from Carbone for strike number 2. He is quickly ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 from Carbone, and Henson does go on that one, so that will be strike number 3. Henson is out for the first time in this game. As that will now bring up the catcher, Austin Pinarini. Pinarini today is 3 for 4 with 3 singles. He singled in his last at bat. Well, Henson and Pinarini both have 3 hits in this game. Both of them have out-hit Chinooks. They only have 5 hits as a team as Pinarini hits this one to right field. Barker will be there to make the catch. That will be out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Miners here at the top of the 8th. So I will now bring up the right fielder, number 39, Nick Brooks.
Number 39, Nick Brooks.
Brooks today is 1 for 2. He has a single, a strikeout, and 2 walks. He comes up with nobody on base and 2 outs. Carbone gets ready for the first pitch. And that fastball is in there for a strike. He is quickly ahead, no balls and 1 strike. Just want to thank you all again for tuning into Chinook Radio this 2018 season. I've had the pleasure of calling every game for the Chinooks this season. As Carbone misses low on that pitch to even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Chinooks making the ABL Playoffs for the first time in team history. And here's the 1-1. That fastball just missed outside. As the count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 from Carbone. That will miss low. He is falling behind. Count is now at 3 balls and 1 strike. So Carbone gets the sign as he comes set. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And Brooks hits this one deep into left center. This will get down. This will be extra bases for sure. As Brooks is headed to second, he will head standing up. And he is on with a 2-up double. That is his second hit of the game. He keeps the inning alive. So I will now bring up the first baseman, Josh Hatcher. Hatcher today is 1 for 3. He has a single. So he gets ready for the first pitch. And that will miss inside from Carbone for ball number 1. Carbone comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hatcher fouled that one off. Looks like that one hit his foot. So he's limping that off. So count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Carbone comes set. He gets ready to deliver the 1-1 pitch. And Hatcher swings and hits this one short. Osuna will be there at that. Bounce off the glove of Osuna as he misplayed that one. Hatcher is on the E6. That is the second error of the game by Osuna. So that will keep the inning alive as Brooks advances to third base. So 2 outs. Runners are now on first and third as the left fielder, Danny Wright, will now step up to the plate. He is 1 for 4 today.
Pinch hitting for Danny Wright.
Looks like we'll have a pinch hitter.
From Kerrville, Texas, and Texas A&M, number 15, Aaron Walter.
That's Aaron Walter, number 15. A pinch hit for Swift. Excuse me, for Wright. I apologize. Walters from Kerrville, Texas. He attends Texas A&M University. He stands 6 foot, 200 pounds. He bats left and throws right for the Miners. So he'll foul that first pitch off for a strike. So here's the 0-1 pitch to Walters. And he'll foul that pitch off. So he is quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. As Carbone is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. So here's the 0-2 pitch from Carbone. And he'll get Walter to swing and miss on that pitch for strike number 3. And that will end the inning. So the Miners get 1 hit, leave 2 runners on base, and as we enter the bottom of the 8th inning, Miners still lead 5-1. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Chinook's down to their final 6 outs of this ball game. So we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Miners, number 12, Nathan Bach, will take over. This is Bach's second appearance in the playoffs. He appeared in yesterday's contest where he threw 1 inning. He gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts, as he'll lead things off against J. Paul Fullerton, who swings and misses for strike number 1. Fullerton today is 0 for 3. He has 3 flyouts, so he'll look to get things started for the Chinooks. Here's the 0-1 from Bach, and he'll hit that one to second base. Van Blake will be there to make the play. That will be the first out. And that 4-3 put out. So with 1 out, that will now bring up the third baseman, number 20, Jordan Wharton. Wharton is 1 for 1 today with 2 walks.
Third baseman, number 20, Jordan Wharton.
Wharton will watch that one miss for a ball. Excuse me, that was a strike. I apologize. So here's the 0-1. That 0-1 curveball is in there. Excuse me, that was a ball. The first pitch was. So that pitch is a strike. So the count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Wharton will watch that one miss outside. This count will run 2 balls and 1 strike. And that pitch is in there for a strike, so the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch, and that fastball just misses outside. And we'll have a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Wharton will foul that one off. The count will remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes. That 3-2 pitch is fouled off from Wharton again. So he is staying alive in this at-bat. So here's the 3-2 pitch. And Bach will walk Wharton as he is on his 3rd walk of the game. Wharton is on with the 1-out walk. And that will now bring up second baseman number 5, Luke Van Dover. Van Dover is 0 for 3 today. He grounded out into a 5-4-3 double play in his last at-bat. Here's ready for the first pitch. He'll watch that fastball in there for a strike. Miners have some action in their bullpen, and they have a right-hander getting warmed up. And a nice 0-1 curveball from Bach that catches the outside corner for strike number 2. So here's the 0-2 pitch. Van Dover watches that one miss for a ball. The count will run 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Wharton on first base. Here's the 1-2 to Van Dover, and they'll hit this one at third base. That takes a huge bounce and gets over the head of Bassetti. Glad he got out of the way of that one. That took a crazy bounce. And that will put Van Dover on. And they will give Van Dover a hit. So that will be Van Dover's first hit of the game. The 6th hit for the Chinooks. And with 1 out, runners on first and second. That will now bring up the first baseman, number 44, Nick Kreitzer. Kreitzer can make this a 1-run game on one swing of the bat as he homered in last night's game. Kreitzer is 1 for 3 today with a single and 2 strikeouts. So he gets ready for the first pitch. 5 out, 1 out of play. So count will run to no balls on 1 strike. On deck for the Chinooks, shortstop, Gregory Osuna. Osuna is 2 for 3 today. He has a double and a single. There's 0-1. Kreitzer hits this one deep to center field. This ball is carrying. And Quiggle will not be able to make this one, as this will score 2 Chinooks as Wharton and Vandover are headed around. The throw will not be in time as Vandover comes across the plate. Kreitzer will head to third base, and he will now stand on third as that ball got past the catcher. So Kreitzer gets a 1-out, 2 RBI double for the Chinooks. And this is a ball game, ladies and gentlemen, as the Chinooks now trail 5-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Kreitzer having another big offensive performance. That is his second hit of the game. He picks up 2 RBIs. We will have a mound visit from head coach Ben Taylor. This looks like this may be it for Bach. Taylor is headed out to the mound. The tie and run is now at the plate as Osuna comes up. But this will be it for Bach. As Taylor signals to the bullpen. So we'll have a new pitcher. So Bach today is done after getting 1 out. So we will be back and have more information on the new pitcher. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio.
Coming in the pitch for your mic.
Welcome back, Chinook fans. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. We have 1 out. Chinooks have scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th to make this a 2-run game. Miners now lead 5-3. Have a new pitcher on the mound. That's number 27, Bryce Tassin, now takes over. Tassin from Walker, Louisiana. He attends Southeastern Louisiana State. He will face Osuna. Osuna swings on that first pitch for strike number 1. Tassin, who was the first team all ABL. He was also named the top prospect in the league. This is his second appearance in the playoffs. In yesterday's contest, he threw 1 inning, giving up 2 hits, no walks, no strikeouts, and getting a save as Osuna pops this one out of play. So he's quickly down no balls and 2 strikes. Osuna with the chance to make this a 1-run game with Kreitzer standing on third base. As Tassin steps back on the rubber. So he'll come set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Osuna chases that one. A big pitch there from Tassin. That is the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, that will now bring up the the right fielder, number 29, Michael Barker. Barker's today, who was 0 for 3. So he comes up in a big situation. So you'll watch that pitch miss outside for ball number 1. Have a total of 20 hits between both teams. The Miners with 5 runs on 13 hits. Chinooks 3 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. As Barker will hit this one right to the pitcher. Tassin will make the flip to Hatcher at first, and that will do it. So Hatcher comes in and does the job, getting the final 2 outs to end the Chinook threat. So as we head into the top of the 9th, Chinooks are able to get 2 runs and come across the plate as they trail the Miners 5-3. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we're at the top of the 9th inning. As the Chinooks will try to hold the Miners here and keep them off the scoreboard and have a chance in the bottom half to tie or win this ball game. They trail 5-3. As Tyler Bassetti, the third baseman, will lead things off for the Miners. Bassetti is 1 for 3 today with the walk. Score update from the Anchorage Bucks and the Peninsula Oilers. The Bucks have jumped out to a 9-2 lead in the top of the 5th. So they have broke that game open. They are 1 win away from advancing to the championship round. Meanwhile, we have a close one here. 5-3 score. That fastball from Carbone will miss inside for ball number 1. Miners have Bassetti, Swift, and Quiggle due up here in the top of the 9th. Carbone working from the stretch. He comes set, and that 1-0 pitch is fouled off from Bassetti. The count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So here's the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball will catch the outside corner for strike number 2. Carbone is ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Carbone looking in. The sign from Fullerton comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he gets Bassetti to swing and miss on that fastball for strike number 3. That will be the first out of the inning. 1 out. I will now bring up the shortstop number 2, Drew Swift. Swift today is 1 for 3 with the walk. Still come up to bat with nobody on and 1 out. Here's the first pitch from Carbone. Swift will foul that one right out for play for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That will miss low. The count will even up at 1 ball to 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Carbone. And Swift will hit this one to second base. Vandover will be there. And he will make the play. And that will be out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Miners. And that will now bring up the top of the order. And the center fielder, number 24, Connor Klug, will step up with 2 outs. Klug today has 1 hit and 5 at bats. So this is his 6th at bat today. He is 1 for 5 with a run scored and a strikeout. He is ready for the first pitch, and he'll foul that one off. Straight back to the fence for strike number 1. Carbone 1 out away from getting out of this inning. That pitch is in there for strike number 2. He is quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes to the center fielder. So due up in the bottom of the 9th for the Chinooks will be Pope, Almquist, and Collins. As Carbone gets ready for the 0-2 pitch. And that is in there on the outside corner. That will be strike number 3. And the Miners go down 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 9th. So as we head to the bottom of the 9th, the Chinooks down to the final 3 outs as they can tie or win this ball game here at Herman Brothers Field. We will be right back. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are now in the bottom of the 9th. Chinooks down to the final 3 outs. They trail the Miners 5-3. Tassin back out on the Miners. He'll try to get his 2nd save in 2 games. As Brian Pope, the left fielder, will lead things off. As that fastball is in there for a strike from Tassin. The Miners 3 outs away from advancing to the championship round. The ABL Playoffs, as Pope hits this one to the shortstop. Swift will be there to make the throw, and that will be out number 1. So the Miners now 2 outs away, as Andrew Almquist, the designated hitter, will now be up to bat. Here's the first pitch from Tassin. And a check swing from Alquist. Tassin will make the play and flip it to first base for out to number 2. And just like that, the Miners are 1 out away from advancing to the championship round, as Bailey Collins, the center fielder, will be the last chance. He comes up to bat with 2 outs. The Miners fans are making some noise here as they are 1 out away from winning this ball game. So Tassin is ready for the first pitch. That fastball is in there for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 from Tassin. Collins swings and misses on that 0-1 off speed for strike number 2. Chinooks are down to their final strike as Collins is down 0-2. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Collins hits this one to the left side. The third baseman, Massetti, will be there and make the throw. And that will do it. As the Miners advance to the championship round, they defeat the Chinooks 5-3. And that will end the season for the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks. Chinooks is a great season. History made. They are the first team to make the playoffs in Chinook history. They played 2 great games against the Miners. Lost game 1 5-4, lost this one 5-3. So couldn't ask for a better performance from the Chinooks on a great season, a great group of guys, great coaching staff, and just a overall great team. I want to thank Athletes in Action for putting this team together. And thank everybody who had a part in it. Thank you to the Chinook boosters, to the fans, everyone. It's a huge thank you, and thank you guys for tuning in on Chinook Radio. Like I said, it's been a pleasure broadcasting the Chinooks this 2018 season. Just truly thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for listening each and every game. Always want to thank my parents for tuning in, my mom and dad. And just thank you, everybody, as you are now looking at the team shake hands. Great sign of sportsmanship right there. As the Miners, they will look to defend their championship, as they will await the winner between the Anchorage Bucks and the Peninsula Oilers. If the Bucks win tonight, they will advance to play the Miners, and it will be a rematch from last year. So, as you see, the Chinooks tipping their caps off to the Chinook fans who are in attendance. We have a great fan support. Like I said, a great season from the Chinooks. And just thank you all again for tuning in to this 2018 season. And just whatever happens next for this group of guys as they head back to their schools in the fall, I wish them all the best of luck. Just hope and pray that God continues to lead them, not only on the field, but off the field as well. We had a great summer. Discipleship was great. We had discipleship every day right before our games. And this has definitely been one of the best group of guys that I've been around. And I definitely had the pleasure of spending time and hanging out with them, from the coaching staff to the players. And the support from the Chugiak Eagle River community is phenomenal. We always had a great showing at Lee Jordan Field. Fans came out and were very supportive. So just want to thank everybody who had a hand in this 2018 season. So with that being said, as this is my final broadcast, just want to thank you all again for tuning in to Chinook Radio. And I just wish all the best for the Chinooks in 2019. So you guys be safe and God bless.